I love this view pulling up to the property. Usually I'll pull in the gate, drive back behind the barn up into the trees a little bit and camp out back there, but I'm just walking in for the day, so I'm just gonna pull on up to the next gate and start from there. Well, I might be getting a little bit wet trying to get across here. Whew. This is the deepest I've seen it, I think. I don't really feel like getting my boots wet right off the bat, so I think I'm gonna strip my boots off and my socks off and walk across, and then I'll slip them back on. All right, woo, that water is chilly. It gets really steep hillside on this east edge going up here, so starting, I mean, about 50 yards up it's really hard to get up if you want to go past the creek. So right here is a little pinch point where the deer have to come up and cross right here because they can't really get up that hill very easily. It's some rock faces, so that's a really good spot I like to hunt. See some deer up in the field up there. A little bit farther back, I noticed that looks like the yucca leaves are getting chewed on. Be curious what it is that's eating on these, if it's a deer or... Huh. I've got a camera and a tree that I hung out of up the trail a little bit farther. There's a whole bunch of trails coming together that way, through there, up through there, and it's just tore up in here. And I actually was walking down the trail last season, got to right here, and there was a really nice buck bedded underneath that cedar right there. And I was wishing I had my compound and my rangefinder, because he would have been dead. I went ahead and took a shot at him with the recurve, and I guessed him to be 30 yards, which is a long haul with a stick bow. But it landed about 2 feet in front of him, and he ran off. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and trim the cedar up, put a camera up right here. Yeah, I'm excited to get back later and check out all the pictures on this camera. I cut like an ATV trail that the deer use because nobody's ever out here. Coming this way, going up that way, and ATV trail that I just came up, going back that way. That's a good pinch point, and I hang a stand up right there. Get lots of activity in this spot. Mile in, got a mile to go to get back to the cell cam. Get that moved to a better spot. Got a leaf hanging on that little sapling there, just to the left. This is my favorite part about hunting with a stick bow, is just walking through the woods and just sending some arrows at random leaves and stumps. All right. I mean, that was a pretty good shot. I was aiming for this leaf here, so take that. .55 miles back in here. Got a ladder stand right there. I mean, whenever I've sat in the stand, I've seen deer come through here. Part of me just doesn't even trust that this thing's actually sending me pictures, because I only get a picture like, I don't know, a couple times a week. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it sends me one of me right now. Yep, there it is. I don't know. Take a little break back here. Check some of the pictures on that first camera that I had pulled. Call the girls and talk to mom, see what's going on back at the house. Well, took about a 30-minute break. Got a few miles back to the truck. Find a spot to put 2 cameras. See what we can do. The guy who owns this property told me that he had this feeder set up and a bear tore it apart. I've yet to see any bears here, but that doesn't mean they're not here. so thick, I don't even know where I'd put a camera on here. And I'm sure they come and drink out of here, but I'm not really seeing any tracks in the mud around it. You're setting up your cameras. You can use your cell phone. I'm trying to look past that rock right there. Should be good. I think I'm gonna put a little wedge in behind it. Tilt it forward a little bit. Go, and that'll be better. Snug it up. I wonder if this did this on its own, or if a beaver built this. Sure does kind of seem like a beaver dam. This is the last spot I was wanting to put a camera at. This scrape gets hit hard. I mean, you can see there's still tracks all in it. During bow season, this thing was getting hit hard, but it's so hard to hunt because you can see that's a dam to a big lake on the next property, and the wind just swirls down here, so it's a really hard spot to hunt. But if I get a camera here, it might just give me a piece to the puzzle and move on from there. We'll see. I got that camera set. I'm gonna get it marked on Onyx. Now this is what I've been looking forward to. I'm gonna come take me a little rest down on this creek bottom for the water run. Whole lot of water dumping out of that lake. All right, across the creek, climb this hill. All right, made it to the top. Well, back to the truck. Just over 5¼ miles for the day. Pretty good day. Take that, now we gotta drive home. I think I'll make it back in time for kiddo soccer practice.